Hi, it's Sean here at hubbyhelps.com. Today we're reviewing a Next-based dash cam. It's the 512GW Ultra. Something that's really important to remember when you're purchasing a dash cam is to pick up a micro SD card as well, just so you're ready to install it properly. It's got a polarizing filter to reduce glare. It's got intelligent parking mode as well, so if you've got this installed and you're parked, if someone hits your car, it will turn the camera on and hopefully catch the guilty party. It works with the smartphone app as well. It's got Wi-Fi, which is great. We all like our apps on our phone. It's compatible for Windows and Mac, which is always a bonus. It's also got GPS logging, which is another useful feature, just to make it clear-cut exactly where an accident occurred. It's all available with this machine. One thing I really like about this is the mount. So you install the mount, but there's a quick release magnetic grip, and you can just take the device with you if you've parked up safely. Right, onto what's in the box really. So you've got the camera itself, which is nice, lightweight, and it's still got a big screen on the back for viewing. You've got your charger. In our vehicle, we've got a charge unit at the front and the back, so you can actually have two devices on, which gives you a really good wide angle around your vehicle. We've got the mounts, as I say, and the all-important USB cable, and I'm sure you've got millions of these lying around the house, but there's another one for you. There's also a quick start guide, which is just a 4-step guide on how to install it. You've got your manual as well, which is on a CD format, which again, if you get stuck, you can refer to. One thing that's important to remember with any new device that you buy is to make sure it's fully up to date, and with this particular device they recommend to update the firmware before installing. So I'm going to move on now to actually installing it in the vehicle itself. For this section of installing it, I do apologise, this is real life, this is real working car, it's full of rubbish and dust, but I just wanted to give you a feel of how you go about installing it. So we've got the 12 volt here, which is the charge unit, and we'll be installing it just under the rear view mirror here. So for the next section, you won't see much of me and my beautiful face, you'll just see the technology at work. When you first plug in your camera, you'll get the option to choose your language, so I've chosen English, and then you're going to have to go through and complete the rest of the menus. One thing I forgot to say, you can actually install it not just under your rear view mirror, you can actually just install it on your dash itself, hence dash cam. So I'm going to have a look which way would suit me best first. What I'm keen on making sure I'm not doing is distracting myself when I'm driving, and that's a really important thing to do, because this is all about safety rather than distracting. And it will pick up the time and date from the satellite system, which is great, and this is actually recording now, which is brilliant. I just need to install it, so I'm either going to go there, but I'm just a bit worried that might take some of my that might distract me slightly, so I might try and fit it under underneath the actual display, the actual rear view mirror, just to make sure I've got a good field of vision really. Another option would be there's another unit. Another option is there's another mount, and it will mount it just to the front here, so I might just see how that looks. Okay, so changing the mount is actually really simple. You just undo the bolt there, and it just comes apart. So you just tighten it up, and it will stick to it. So that's the on dash version. Okay, so when you're deciding which way up you want it to go, you can go into this rotate display. As you can see, I've already rotated it, so it's in the dash position. Sorry, that way, not that way. So I'm going to change it back, because I think I am going to have it underneath the rear view mirror. There are some great features available in the menu. One of them is time-lapse recording. Now the good thing with time-lapse recording is it will take random pictures as you're driving along, and at the end of a long journey, say like when we drive from our home to London, it's about a 5-hour journey. It will take pictures during that whole period, and you can do a time-lapse video. And it's just to record the adventure. You can quickly press the mode button, and that would change it between camera and film, and just film. And then you just press OK, and it will start recording. So that's recording now. That's where I'm actually going to put it, which is it's quite good because it hides up underneath my rear view mirror. So it's not going to distract me actually when I'm driving. There I am, pink phone. It's the missus. So yeah, it's actually not distracting at all. What I'm going to do, because you want to see the footage, I will take a little drive somewhere and put a bit of footage on the end of the film, so you can actually see what the camera sees. I presume once it's charged, we can take that out, which is again easy. It's just a matter of unclipping it there. Again, it's easy to dismount due to the magnetic mount. So you can just simply dismount it and take it inside to download your footage. One thing that I forgot to mention, along with the manual on the CD, the actual software itself is on there. So it's a quick install. It takes literally 30 seconds. It's installed. You then plug your camera in, and you can then download the footage. And you can either do that by taking the whole unit in, so just dismount the unit, or you could just take the SD card in. If you've got any questions at all, please feel free to leave them in the comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. This is the dash cam footage itself. The overlay shows your miles per hour, date and time. When importing it into the software, it also shows you the route that you took.